MONALISA.
MONALISA, introduce yourself.
So my name is MONALISA SAHU. I belong to Kendrapada district. I have completed my 10th. Kendrapada district. I have completed my 10th from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1 Bhubaneswar and my 12th from Mothers Public School Bhubaneswar. I have completed my graduation in agriculture from College of Agriculture Chiplima and my post graduation from College of Agriculture Bhubaneswar. My hobbies are doing home workouts and trying out new healthy recipes and doing makeup.
You studied agriculture
Yes, sir.
and you want to opt for
Civil
administrative
service.
service.
Yes, sir.
What is the contribution of agriculture towards Indian economy?
Sir, around 50%, 48 to 50% agriculture is contributing to the economy of India.
You know something, a term called GDP.
Yes, sir. Gross domestic product.
Now, what is the percentage of agriculture into the overall GDP of India?
Sir, I don't recall the exact.
No, you have said rightly, 48% people are working in the agriculture sector. What
Yes.
General Sir is asking, what is the contribution of this sector into the GDP? The basic information.
The basic income.
Sir, I don't recall the exact amount.
Okay.
But any guess?
Sir, around.
See, when you talk about the economy, size of India's economy, it's about 3.9 trillion.
Yes, sir.
The 23, 24 period. It breaks down into three major sectors: agriculture, industry, and services sector. So, what is the contribution of agriculture? You are agriculturist, so you should know how much you contribute towards Indian economy.
Sir, around 50 to 60%.
Not bad. 17%, around 17%. Yeah.
You said 50 to
15 to 16.
15 to
She is not giving a wrong answer.
she is giving 50 to 60%.
50 to 60. No, no.
15 to 16%.
15 to 16.
Okay, 15 to 60.
It is 17%.
18.5% rough. But it employs about 60% population.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, due to less contribution by, due to less
Yes, what I am asking
workforce.
is why agriculture is less productive, isn't it? Means it is employing 60% of the population, but generating 18.5% of our income.
Yes.
So obviously, it is not the most efficient way of generating wealth and income. Correct?
Yes.
So, what are the problems afflicting agriculture? What are the problems in Indian agriculture sector?
Sir, the major problem is the climate issue. The climate change is affecting the production, and there is lack of crop diversity in Indian agriculture system, and the farmers are facing very difficult situations, like there is lack of rainfall, less availability of farm equipments and the inputs, and credit system is also lagging behind. So according to me, I think these are the
Most important problem of agriculture in India is small land holdings.
Yes.
Correct? You have studied for 4 or 5 years in that field, you should know.
There is a debate. Land size productivity debate in agriculture.
Yes, sir.
Small
Sir,
land is the base thing. It's not amenable to mechanization in a big scale.
yes.
Correct? Are you in favor of genetically modified crop?
Sir, according to me, there are benefits of genetically modified crops, but it should be incorporated in a regulated manner. It cannot replace the traditional crops and the seeds. Genetically modified crops are better because they are they provide more production and they are resistant to diseases. So they are better in some way, but cannot be replaced by cannot replace the traditional crops.
No, there are
seeds.
some problem areas in that, no? GM
Yes.
crop. What exactly are they? Some of the big concerns. The government of India is hesitating to introduce variety of GM crops in
Yes, sir.
many areas. What are the? Give me some example of a GM crop.
So GM mustard
Uh,
and so, so now there is research going on tobacco and sir, I'm not able to recall exactly. So
Haven't you heard of BT cotton?
BT cotton,
Cotton,
BT
BT
brinjal.
cotton.
Yes, sir.
OUT has been done with American assistance. Okay. So there will be a lot of literature and other programs which they must be surely pushing through, and one of them must be GM crop. I'm sure about that. Because you should know what all they are trying to push, why government of India is resisting, is it good or bad, in terms what are the adverse impacts,
Yes.
known, unknown, which is preventing the government into wholesale, introduction of GM crops in a variety of crops, different areas. Great.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is contract farming? Any idea?
So in contract farming, the private entities are they employ they. Sir, I am not getting the exact term. Sir, can I?
ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ମାନେ ଇଂଲିଶରେ
ये तो ओडिशा सिविल सर्विस में ना हाँ
ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ
उड़े
କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ୟୁ ବି ଭେରି କମ୍ଫର୍ଟେବଲ୍ ଯୋଉଥିରେ ମାନେ ୟୁ ସୁଡ୍
ତମର
ବି କନଭେ ୟୋର ଆଇଡିଆ ଯାହା ତମର ଥଟ୍ ପ୍ରୋସେସଟା କ୍ଲିୟରଲି ତମେ କହିବ
Sir, farmers of private entities ମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ହୁଏ ଡିଲ୍ ଆଗ୍ରିମେଣ୍ଟ ହୁଏ ଯେଉଁଥିରେ କି ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ୍ ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଯେଉଁଟା ଦରକାର ସେଇଟା ସେମାନେ ଯେଉଁ କ୍ରପ୍ର ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ ଥାଏ ପ୍ରାଇଭେଟ୍ କମ୍ପାନିଜ୍ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ସେମାନେ ସେଇଟାକୁ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତି ଫର୍ ଅ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ପିରିୟଡ଼ ଅଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ
ଠିକ କହୁଛ ତ ଏକଦମ ଠିକ କହୁଛ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ
ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଯୋଉ ହେଇଥିଲା ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଏଗ୍ରିକଲଚର ପଲିସି ହେଇଥିଲା ଲ ହେଇଥିଲା ଗୋଟେ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ଫାର୍ମିଂ ଉପରେ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଥିଲା
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ସେକ୍ସନ
Yes.
what was that?
Sir, I don't remember it right.
You know about the farm laws.
Yes, sir. Sir, but I have not revised it, so I don't remember it right now.
Our subject for agriculture, our anthropology. Huh?
ମାନେ ଅପୋଜ କରୁନଥିଲେ ସେ
Yes,
ସେଇ
sir.
କଣ୍ଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ଲଟାକୁ ଅପୋଜ କରୁଥିଲେ ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଆପ୍ରିହେନ୍ସନ୍ ଥିଲା ଯେ କମ୍ପାନୀ ମାନେ ଆମ ଜମି ନେଇଯିବେ ହେଲା ସେଇଟା ତ ମେନ୍ ତାଙ୍କର
Odisha contract farming ହଉଛି? Any idea?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
what is sharecropping then? Is sharecropping a contract farming?
Sharecropping is done between farmers, but contract farming, private entities are involved. According
Farmer is also private entity only.
private companies.
Individual, company.
Companies.
Corporate sector is involved.
Yes, sir.
Sociology पढ़िए.
Sir, anthropology.
Anthropology.
You have really studied anthropology.
Sir, I've just prepared it for the.
ତମେ ଜମା ଡର
optional.
ନି ତମେ ବି ଭେରି ଆବସଲ୍ୟୁଟଲି ରିଲାକ୍ସଡ ଏଟା ଗୋଟେ ମକ୍ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ହେଉଛି ହୋଲ୍ ଆଇଡିଆ ହେଉଛି ତମକୁ ଟିକେ ପଚାରିକିରି ତମର କେମିତି କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ଲେଭେଲ କେମିତି ଅଛି ଥରନେସ୍ କେମିତି ଅଛି ଏଇଟା ଆମେ ପଚାରୁଛୁ ଆଉ ଯୋଉଟା ତମର ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ରହୁଛି କହୁଛୁ ସୋ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ନଟ୍ ଅ ଫାଇନାଲି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ୱରି ଜଷ୍ଟ ରିଲାକ୍ସ ଓକେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ
What is apartheid?
Apartheid.
Have you heard about it? Apartheid.
Sir, I've heard about it.
Okay, what is that?
Nelson Mandela.
Yes. Sir, in South Africa, apartheid. Yeah.
What
very
is
good
that? That the white people are superior. One race is superior to others.
So they treated inferior to the lower
Blacks
races.
and brown people.
Yes.
What is ethnicity?
So ethnicity is the belongingness of a group of people
Very good, very good.
in a particular ethnic boundary.
What is ethnography?
So it is the documentation.
It's a study of
Yes. So it's, documentation of the people of a different culture or a society.
Then what is anthropology? What is the difference between anthropology and ethnography?
Sir, they are interchangeably used.
No.
Uh,
Anthropology is study of the entire whole society or particular set of people, but it's a ethnography studies a particular tribe.
yes, sir.
So what is the isolationist theory? Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
So, isolationist theory was proposed by Verrier Elvin,
Yes.
and he proposed a theory of national park concept, where he said that tribes should not be disturbed and they should be isolated in a particular area where they reside.
Okay.
So you support that?
No, sir, not
Why?
not exactly, sir. Because they are also a part of a society, so they must be provided with certain facilities. So later it was advocated by Jawaharlal, our president, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, for an integrationalist approach where they should be developed but kept to their culture, and they should protect their own culture.
Still,
Rad-
they'll come to the mainstream.
Yes, sir.
That policy, isolationist policy is still prevalent. Is there any tribe which is still isolated?
Yes, sir. In Andaman and Nicobar Island,
which
there
tribe?
are Sentinelese and
South Sentinels.
Jarawa
Jarawa
tribes.
Jarawa.
Yes.
So tell me one thing. You studied agriculture. Can you say few words about agro-food system? What is agro-food system?
Sir, the food items which are produced, sir, I don't.
Agro-food system is the production, processing, marketing, nutrition, all these things in that.
Agro food industry.
It's a system.
Yes.
Have you heard that there was a crisis, the potato crisis recently?
Yes, sir.
What is the genesis of that crisis?
Sir, in Odisha.
ओडिशा में हुआ है
Odisha.
दरदाम बढ़ी गला ना
Yes, sir.
आलू किलो 20 टका थिला 50
50
टका ହେଇଗଲା कोन ପାଇଁ
कौन तार मूलटा कौन?
Sir, there are many reasons, but the main reason is we are over dependent on taking. Sorry. Sir, हमें अलगा स्टेट ऊपर बेसी डिपेंड करूँ.
Who state?
वेस्ट बेंगल ऊपर बेसी डिपेंड करूँ जोथिपाई हमको
कोन पे
डिपेंड करू?
because our production is less.
हाउ मच
केते हमर आलू
you
प्रोडक्शन
have any idea what is the gap between our
Yes, sir.
Demand
13 million tons is the requirement, but we are 3 million tons
No,
only.
it's 1.3 million. It was 1.3 million. Later, after the mission, it came to 1.5.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, around 10% value.
yes.
So, suppose during this crisis, you were video of a boundary block.
Yes,
Suppose you are video Jadeswar.
yes.
In that case, what you would have done?
Sir, I would have regulated the entry of. Sir, there is very illegal supply of.
I am asking that only. Suppose you are a video, and if you allow illegal entry of potato, people it's to the benefit of people. People will be benefited.
Yes, sir.
Would you go for it? It's an ethical question, moral question.
Yes, sir.
If you do something illegal, that will benefit people. Would you do it?
Sir, I would. सर जदि को काम हमको कहार बेनिफिट पे होचे बट सेटा इलीगल होचे तो रिक्वायरमेंट जदि अच्छी ताहले हमको करिबा दरकार सेटा
आउरी तुमको इजियर कर दो तुम जदि गोटे ब्लॉक रे काम करले तो जोटी काम करले बट प्रति मास रे रिपोर्ट दवा पड़े
आज्ञा
वो सब काम करा जाय नथा तुम जदि इफ यू फोर्स योर रिपोर्ट in that case you will get appreciation and your blog will be getting more fund. Would you go for that?
नो सर
You won't go.
नो सर
Last question I will ask. Sir was asking about climate change. have studied at least 4 years in agriculture. Is there something called climate resilient seeds?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, this seeds which are resistant to drought and
ଆମର କିଛି ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ସେମିତି କିଛି seeds develop ହେଇଛି କି? Rice କଥା।
sir, ମୋର ଏବେ ମନେ ପଡ଼ୁନି sir.
ଆମର ରାଇସ୍ ର ଗୋଟେ ସେଣ୍ଟର ଅଛି ଏଠି ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ସେଣ୍ଟର
National Research Rice Research
No,
Institute,
that's not. It's central rice.
ସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ରାଇସ୍ ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ କୋଉଠି ଅଛି
Cuttack.
They have developed this.
Rest.
देखो मोनालिसा मु whatever little I have observed you are quite sound in anthropology ହେଲା quite sound since you have been a student in agriculture बहुत बड़े क्वेश्चन आसीबो एमत कथा नै जे तमे जानि न किछि जानिचो टिके माने टिके फुल प्रूफ ना one specific aspect they may ask you our union budgetary. So one of the priority areas which our finance minister has flagged is improving agricultural productivity and resilience. What are the initiatives he has, what are the specific initiatives she has indicated in the budget for agricultural productivity? मैंने भेगली मु चाहूनी सिर्फ तो एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्टिविटी पे तुम जो कहलो पांच बजट रे कौन माने कौन सब रखछि बुझी पर सब क्वेश्चन बुझ पर
Sir, schemes.
ए जो हां कौन से यूनियन बजट रे कौन कौन प्रोग्राम रखिछि जोटा की which will bolster our agricultural productivity and resilience by resilience जाको resilience এটা টিকে পড়ে দেব বুঝলে কি এটা ভাই these are very very specific
agriculture
দেখো
agriculture is a fantastic subject because
देखो it is the lifeline ଆମର କୋଭିड ସମୟରେ if any sector really stood by us it was agriculture despite all the things that we mentioned about the sector ke bahut lok achanti हमको अच्छी productivity लो अच्छी first କଥା the government wants to allocate more money for research. They want to transform agricultural research. So very substantial amount of money has been allocated in this particular budget. How to release new varieties. Then they have mentioned 1 crore farmer should do natural farming. Again, a very very important area. तापरे डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जिमते हमर ई नाम अछि सेटा को दे हैव ट्राइंग टू एंड रेसिलिएंट क्लाइमेट रेजिस्टेंट क्रॉप्स ये पढ़ी दबा को कारण सेटा तुमको स्पेसिफिक पचार देबे तो मैं यू विल बी हैमस्ट्रक बाय योर रिप्लाइज द करंट अफेयर्स तुम पचाउची ए जो करंट अफेयर है गोटे वकफ अमेंडमेंट बिल गोटे गवर्नमेंट इज ब्रिंगिंग कौन सेटा मोनालिसा what is that bill and why there was a resistance to that bill and it has now been referred to a select committee देखो जोड़ा सब important current affairs अच्छी definitely से तुमको निश्चय पचारिबे sir I'll call you sir in 5 minutes
So, there are Waqf boards. Waqf boards are the sir, in Muslim religion,
yeah
they are the land is
see board re people have given land money and all सेवरा को रखते से थ्रू से माने poor and needy लोगों को दोचो okay ये जो built नुआ आनी चलती what are the changes they are trying to introduce बुझी पड़छ मो कथा
yes
सेटा तमे आंसर कर परिबो जदि वकफ एक्ट जो हेतला 1983 रे तार मेजर फीचर्स कोन जे जानि थिबो ताल से फीचर्स रो को फीचर्स को अमेंडमेंट करिया पे ये वकफ
for instance जो सर कहले now they want to have women in the board non muslims in the board collectors will have a lot of power in regulating that. आगुर कौन होता खाली मुस्लिम मैंने तको मैनेज करते हैं बुझो तो ठीक है पढ़ी दबो जैसे सब important events अच्छी unified pension scheme कौन से दिन सबसे कौन है ठीक है
Sir, previously the old pension scheme was there, but in 2004 the new pension scheme
Very
came
good,
into force.
very good.
But after
ଏବେ कौन suggest କରୁଛନ୍ତି ये जो unified pension scheme broadly तबे इतने broadly कौन
so
suggest
fixed pension demanding government employees, the retired government employees are demanding for fixed pension.
हाँ इधर कौन provision अच्छी पे कौन provision अच्छी
Sir, three provisions are there
Very good.
majorly.
What?
Sir, first is the fixed pension, then
Okay.
for then fixed family pension.
okay कितने family pension कितने हो
That is 60%
very
of
good
the
very good हाँ तापर को
and then is assured minimum pension.
how much is that
So 10,000
very
per
good
month.
ଆଉ कौन टिक को ଆଉ ଦି ତିନିଟା କଥା କହି ଦିଅ एकदम बढ़िया आंसर होची हाँ को
Sir,
ए पर जहाँ को एकदम ठीक होचो 10% contribution employer रहेबो 18.5% रहेबो government
Government.
आउ last 12 months रो average 50% of pay and DA that will be given provided you have done 25 years एम पांचटा पॉइंट नोट करते पड़ते
Difference between OPS, NPS and
UPS এটা ঠিক আছে 100% করবে কারণ তুমি the moment they know that you are thorough জানলে যে যেটা একদম thorough আছে কিছু অসুবিধা নেই আচ্ছা এই যে গোটে জাজমেন্ট এবে হেইছি সে সুপ্রিম কোর্ট দেইছি যে অন সাব ক্লাসিফিকেশন amongst the scheduled caste কোন সে জাজমেন্টটা কোনটা মানে what are they trying to say in this judgment
Sir, previously the Supreme Court gave the verdict that scheduled caste is a homogeneous group.
oh wonderful কেবে এটা কইতলা
Sir,
যদি কই দাও তো 100% পাইবে 100% পাইবো बहुत बढ़िया nobody has answered this so far 60 टा पिला मु कर सैनी very good answer केबे इतला तबे you walk away with OAS 2004 रे
2000.
कौन हटला जो homogeneous class बोली
Andhra Pradesh.
ओ नहीं आंध्र प्रदेश चेन्नई केस इट्स कॉल्ड द चेन्नई बहुत बढ़िया माने आउटस्टैंडिंग एब्सोल्युटली आउटस्टैंडिंग कौन से एबेस प्रेजेंट जजमेंट कौन कोचन सने
Sir, the Supreme Court gave mentioned that
को उडरे को किछ असुविधा नहीं
sir, scheduled caste with there are some caste groups which are facing problems and
wonderful there is a discrepancy between
discrimination.
different groups wonderful so there should be separate
Chief Justice जहाँ कहले exactly से जो निजे discuss करते हैं से कहले there is nothing called scheduled caste. There are different castes when they are kept in a schedule they are called scheduled caste. So they can't be
to bring equality amongst the different groups in scheduled caste they also judgment रे out कथा सर कहिछन सेतरे out कथा कहले एटा उट कथा out कथा कहले there are two things one is that there can be subgroups they are not a homogeneous class out कोन हला क्रीमी लेयर कथा होची क्रीमी लेयर कथा
Yes, sir.
कोन ता माने
Sir, the specific caste groups which are deriving all the benefits from the reservations.
out specific कौन क्रीमी लेयर कथा कहउछन माने इट्स नॉट as if that तमे जानु ना but out specific हो क्रीमी लेयर ता माने कोन what is क्रीमी लेयर
So based on income.
केते 8 lakhs
8 lakhs.
okay सर कहउछन एटा कोट हेतला अगर क्रीमी लेयर ता कोट
So
हेतला
OBC.
ओबीसी रे हेतला अच्छा सेटा को जजमेंट हेतला को जजमेंट हेतला इंदिरा सानी
judgment.
1992 what is some other करतो देखो मु आई डोंट वांट टू तमे जानछ सब ठीक है अब टिक के ब्रश अप करते
Yes.
आ गोटे जिंस मन रख interview रे if they find that you are good on a particular area तुमको से प्रोब करिवे गोटे आंसर करते छाड़ देबेनी तो जानि में जेटा जानि छी जिम साथ तुमको एग्रीकल्चर रे पछाले सो द होल आइडिया इज टू प्रोब यू माने तबे पढिछ एक दिन पढिछ तो से तरह तबे प्रोब टारे सब आंसर ठीक करी कर दलो सो माय एडवाइस टू यू इज तमे टिके करंट अफेयर को ब्रशअप कर दियो 6-7 करंट अफेयर इंपोर्टेंट करंट अफेयर अछि इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन से जिते कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अछि टिके नोट कर दियो ओडिशा बजट नोट कर दे टिके यूनियन बजट टिके नोट कर दियो यू आर क्वाइट साउंड इन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी आई वाज क्वाइट इम्प्रेस्ड विथ योर आंसर्स इन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी एग्रीकल्चर तो ठीक ठाक अच्छा बट यू कैन इंप्रूव ऑन इट तो व्हाट इज श्योर पाइबो
Let me ask few words about your achievement. What you have achieved till date?
Sir, academically or
Both
any?
anything, academically and also in hobbies.
Sir, the biggest achievement till now is I have lost around 25 kgs in a span of 1 year.
छतरे
No, I saw this photograph. I was about to
अरे
ask.
मु
Yes.
विश्वास कर लेनी
How did you achieve it?
नहीं तुम तब
Sir,
पूछ रहे आओ आओ
what-
मु तो बते ना माने आई विल फील ना
Sir, this photograph I was asking, you know.
I couldn't believe.
How-
Well, I would have-
How old is this photograph?
हाँ
Big achievement. Huh?
Yes, sir, by doing workout at home only because, sir, I have a question to ask. Can I ask?
yeah please
Sir, my father has been paralyzed since 27 years. Sir, I have been struggling my entire life from 4 years onwards. So I have been doing home chores and managing my studies.
You mentioned that.
you
So-
mentioned it.
You mentioned that, and they may ask many things about strokes, all these things.
कौन से कौन हाँ हाँ ना
सर तो मते जो मैंने मु जो स्ट्रगल करी छी जो मु फैमिली को देखी जे स्ट्रगल करी सर कैन आई मेंशन दैट इन सम वे
of course yes
ଏବଂ ତା ଦେହରେ ସବୁ ଜାଣିବା ଦରକାର କେବଳ କେମିତି
people value these things people this is valued this
Kindness
is valued
ସେଟା
so
mention
this is very much
सर
valued
कोड ଜାଗାରେ मेंशन
ସେ
करी
ହବିଜ ଯୋଉ ଜାଗା ନାହିଁ ସେଇ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଜାଗାରେ ଲେଖିବ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଯେ ମାନେ
See, your biggest advantage is from agriculture.
यस सर
Now, one way of tackling a board, interview board, is not to let them ask questions, but to lead them to ask a question. Lead them. केमती तुम देखियो तुमको पचारुली तुम गोटे क्वेश्चन आंसर करथलो तारि ऊपर गोटे काम
Okay.
कर सो यू थिंक अबाउट इट इमेजिन तो पचारिबे तुम एग्रीकल्चर तुम काई चाहूचो सो 3-4 points you give on which you can answer further. For example,
ଗୋଟେ lead କରିବ lead କରିବ
lead them to ask you on that. ସେଇଥିରେ 15 minutes ଚାଲିଯିବ ତାଙ୍କର ସେ they would have thought about asking you something but they will keep asking you what you are telling them.
सर मु आंसर एमती हो जो मु
Where
वर्ड
କହିବ lead them to ask you the next question on that.
ओके
For
सर
example, agriculture culture. Why do you want to join administration? You know, your first point is that agriculture employs about 60% of the population. It is the backbone of the
इंडियन इकोनॉमी
Indian employment system at least. Economy is 18%. Kintu it is the backbone of the society because 60% people are households are involved in that.
यस सर
So it is the most important segment for the betterment of the society. If you can serve
absolutely
the society in the most effective manner, it is to tackle agriculture.
यस सर
So there is a what is the problem with agriculture? So you come out with really 3-4 things.
ତମର
ठीक है।
strength ହେଲା ସାର୍ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତମର ଯୋଉ strength ହେଲା ତମେ ଯୋଉ agriculture ପଢିଛ and ତାର ଯୋଉ crucial role ଟା and how ମାନେ ସେଇଥିରେ all these questions
Bring that out effectively.
particularly ତାହେଲେ ପଢାଅ ନା ତମର ମାନେ
No, like you will say small farm holding. Now what is the solution to small farm holding? Now one of them is contract farming. No, but contract farming is being opposed. Yes, it is being opposed because there is a fear of corporate, which is not sustainable, not valid with examples because the experience shows something different. But people fear mongering. You know that this is how you lead. You lead the interviewing board, not the other way around. Otherwise, they will keep asking questions you don't know.
ଗୋଟେ ହେଲା small and marginal farmers constitute almost 92% of the holding ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଯେତେ ସବୁ mechanism ଗୁଡ଼ା କରିବା difficult ହେବ ଯେତେବେଳେ agriculture ଯୋଉ ପଚାରୁଛି first କହିବ over crowding ମାନେ it's over populated ଯେତିକି ଲୋକ ଦରକାର ତାଠୁ ବହୁତ ଅଧିକା ଅଛନ୍ତି
सर डिसगाइज्ड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट
ଯୋଉଟା disguised unemployment there is people are disguisedly employed मैंने आम 20% लोक से जथेष हाँ कितु 50%। देन यू कम टू इरिगेशन गोटे मेजरटा कथा छाड़देल पंजाब रे 99% आम जमा 30%।
Yes, sir.
बाकी सब तापर आसो बुझा तो डिस्गाइज्ड एम्प्लॉयमेंट स्मॉल एंड मार्जिनल फार्मर lack of irrigation तापर सब आसो ग्रेड फिट आसो तबे you are a very composed girl because you have seen through lot of difficulty in life so that comes out very clearly किंतु work to your strength है ना तो पाइबो एकदम पाइबो तबे श्योर पाइबो ऑल द बेस्ट बेटा
Thank
all
you,
the
sir.
best
Thank you.
हां we'll see you as a OS officer okay
सर मोर किसी भूल रही जाउ
ना किसी भूल नहीं तो किसी
Firstly, don't worry about the language.
Yes, sir.
You can comfortably switch to Odia and ask the answer the question. Doesn't matter if he asked you in English.
communication is
Communication is your language switching is not a problem at all. So तुम कह दो so Odia कह रहे हो
तमे एकदम ठीक ठाक इंग्लिश कहूछ आई एम वेरी हैप्पी
That's not an issue.
कारण हमर ओडिसा रे हमर अनेक पिला इंग्लिश ता ठीक ठाक कहू नाती माने दे मेक रियल सीरियस हाउलर्स माने बेसिक ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स तो सेउडा के नहीं जोर तुम देखछ टिके डिफिकल्टी होची आउट के बेटर ओडिया कह तो संग संग
सर मते वर्ड मिलनी हठात माने
हमर विषय देखो मु जले जाउची ओडिया टीवी पे जाउची मते बहुत डिफिकल्ट होची ओडिया पे वर्ड पे बहुत डिफिकल्ट आमन सब बाहर रहिलो पूरा जीवन सारा बहुत डिफिकल्टी होची कि तू कहि हे जाउची ओडिया हे जाउची हाउ ऑल द बेस्ट
Thank you,
Faculty
sir.
ना
Yes, sir.
तमर एग्रीकल्चर ऊपर फ्यू सब्जेक्ट जोड़ा कोला कौन कहि
नोट कर दियो
कौन कहबो नोट कर दियो
Okay, sir.
you speak that
जम्मा सेठी
you ask on that
छोड़ सेठी भाबिकिरी कहबनी
हां
जदी बेसिकली नोट
जानिछ।
कर जे मु कहल तुमको एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्टिविटी कोन बजट रे कोन अछि रेसिलियंस कोन हमको से जो नोट करे टिक रखि दबो 10 बार पे जो नोट कर तो सब जिंस रे कर दो ताल तमे हिट सेठी यू डोंट हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इट जो नो जानते टाइम जाएगी but you should have already made notes on that है ना
क्रिस पत्तर पढ़िया बंद कर दो रिकलेक्शन
Okay, sir.
ठीक है जो चीज है ना जस्ट गूगल लेटर एंड फाइंड आउट दैट
ये सब मिल जतो मैं क्या सब तो दे जी देखि
and he is sending you ये should be पठौची
Yes, sir.
केते सुंदर के पठै छै बड़े किटी सब पठै छै एते देखिया दरकार नै तबे सेटो टिक करी किछि जोड़ा गछ
जो पॉइंट कहबो ना सही पॉइंट लिख दियो ठीक है प्रैक्टिस इट सिट डाउन थोड़ा मिरर
आउ तमे भाबनी जे माने धरोटा को जिनिस जानि न दैट्स ऑल लाइक टाइम जाय बस दैट्स ऑल आई थिंक यू आर क्वाइट फ्रैंक अबाउट इट सो देयर इज नो इशू देयर किंतु एज द जनरल सेज यू हैव टू वर्क टू योर स्ट्रेंथ से स्ट्रेंथ रे तुम फसेबो तक
your strength is your agriculture it's a fantastic subject so bombard them with information
हां
on agriculture
जिमते
agriculture means applicate agriculture is applies to our country our society and what can be done and what is government doing those are things they will all keep asking
तो 24 किलो तुम झड़ी गलो
हां
अरे मते टिके बुद्धि दियो मतलब माने
I saw the photograph there was a mismatch
मु जरा बाहर आइतिली आई वाज